I know it's been a minute since I last did a video, but this is Vonnie with Podcast. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. That way you can be notified when I drop videos on this channel. I've been like in the groove of this previous playoff season of like doing picks like for the games, the conference and divisional round. Oh no, I just haven't like really been in the mood like how I was the prior year to doing it. And part of it is because yeah, my team in San Francisco, if you are new to the channel, hello. Um yeah, we made it to the playoffs or whatever, but we had a lot of injuries that, was piling up and everything. So, it didn't really give me like a vibe to like do picks for the games type stuff, if y'all get what I'm saying. I didn't really get like a vibe like that, but I am gonna go ahead and do this video because the Super Bowl will be appearing tomorrow. If you guys are watching this today, it will be appearing tomorrow. And it will be held in Santa Clara, in San Francisco. It will be held out there with our divisional round, Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. And kickoff does start at 6:30 for that game. So I'm sure a lot of people will be tuning in and stuff like that. I know Bad Bunny, he's supposed to do the halftime show and stuff. And, usually depending on, I'm gonna start here. Usually depending on the halftime performance, um, you know, people will really just tune in for that, and then they gonna change the channel and put on something else, depending on who is performing. Just all throughout the years, we've had Prince, Michael Jackson, um, no, I'm sorry, Janet Jackson with Justin Timberlake. We've had Kendrick, Snoop, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige. It's been quite a few people. We've had I think we had Taylor Swift before, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken. We've had Taylor Swift before. But this year is Bad Bunny. This year is Bad Bunny. So all my Hispanic brothers and sisters, I know y'all gonna be out there wilding in the stands, probably on the field, dancing to him and stuff. I personally don't know a lot of songs with him. I know he was on a song with Cardi B and another Hispanic brother. They did I like it like that. That song. I like it like that. I like it like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know he was on that song with her, but I personally don't know any songs from him. And it could just mainly be, all of them are just really in Spanish. So I don't know a lot of songs from them, from him when it comes to that. But I might as well just dive in to my analysis and just kind of give a reasonable, somewhat pick for the game. You know, um, the Seattle Seahawks, they have definitely came a long way from just a lot of adversities that they have had to deal with just in their organization, from different head coaches to different players leaving different seasons. And when Richard Sherman was playing, when Earl Thomas, Marshawn Lynch, the Legion of Boom, that's when they were really on the rise. And it seemed like, they kind of decreased, but now they were able to come back on top. So, the Seattle Seahawks, they definitely do, they earned it. They do need to be in this position because they definitely have earned it. So you have to give credit where credit is due. You definitely have to give credit where credit is due. But it's still F y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's still F y'all. Y'all are still a divisional opponent at the end of the day. I don't care that y'all playing in our home stadium. You still a divisional opponent at the end of the day. Okay. But I mean, you guys are already there at that point. So it is what it is. With Sam Darnold, from him being with multiple teams, and stuff, now he has a chance, just even as a Seahawks quarterback, to actually win a ring. He does have a chance to actually win a ring for himself. And a lot of players, it's a lot of players on the Seattle Seahawks that are from Texas. They from out here in Texas. A lot of them went to Dallas schools, they went to DeSoto schools. So it's definitely a big accomplishment when you can see just players from your city or just even your state just make it to that point. Definitely that. Like they grew up out here. They grew up out here, like lived here. When you can see that, of your players and stuff, it's a good feeling. It's definitely a very good feeling at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm hyping y'all up right now because y'all are in the big game, but y'all are still a divisional opponent, okay? No taking anything from that. You're still a division opponent at the end of the day, and plus their head coach, uh, uh, I forgot his for McDonald. I forgot his first name, but this would be his first year as a head coach because he was previously with the Baltimore Ravens as their defensive coach. He was previously with them. Now to be a head coach and to be starting in the Super Bowl your very first time? How crazy is that? How definitely crazy is that? I mean, like I said, they are a monstrous team. I mean, they put the belt to ass to us. They did. I gotta say that fans, San Francisco fans, listen, the Seahawks, they put the belt to ass to us, okay? And honestly, um, whether it was us or the Eagles that would have went up there, they probably still would have won at the end of the day. I honestly, just my opinion, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Just my opinion, when we played the Eagles up there in Philadelphia, um, I really wasn't expecting us to win. I really don't know how we won that game, honestly. I really don't. I really don't know how we won that game. With just about 75 to 80% of your valuable players on that team is out and nobody's really playing. And now you just got random names out there playing on the field. I really don't know how we end up winning that game, but we did. And then we traveled to Seattle and we got the belt to our ass. We did. It wasn't pretty at all. It wasn't pretty at all. I barely even watched the game. I had ended up falling asleep, dozing off. I didn't really look at it at all, to be honest. Um, but I really wasn't expecting us to win it, even though we won that game. So I feel like on the flip side, had the Eagles had won and beat us, I probably would have been more at ease, more happy. Like, you know what? That's fine. We really don't even need to be in this position to play any more football. I mean, we are just banged up from the rooter to the tutor. From the rooter to the tutor, we banged up from the rooter to the tutor. So, if Seattle had went up there to play the Seahawks and stuff, I'm sure they wouldn't have did belt to asses to the Eagles. I'm sure they wouldn't have done that. The game and the score probably would have been a little bit closer. Because the Eagles are not as banged up really to what we are, even going into that game and stuff. But I mean, that's not how it would happen at the end of the day. So they they damaged us. They damaged us in the regular season and in the playoffs. So Seattle does deserve to be in this position. I mean, they're monstrous. They scary. They definitely scary. They definitely scary, Now, Patriots side. Let's flip over a little bit to the Patriots side. You have Drake May, a young talent that is already soaring for the stars, to be honest with you. Already soaring for the stars. You're like a little Tom Brady. Just a little bit. He's just a little bit. That's just what I'm saying. Y'all ain't got to follow what I'm saying. He's a little Tom Brady because most of the time in a rookie year, in your rookie season and stuff, sometimes it's not good for the rookie. Their very first season, they have a very hard time with the teams that they have to play on their schedule. It's just a little bit shaky because you're just now entering into the league. You're trying to get everything down pat. You know, when you go into the game wise, you want to make sure you're making the right call. Go, who knows? You know, you might not even get the opportunity to go to the playoffs. So it is a rookie. And to be in a rookie position, it is kind of scary. The fact that Drake May was able to do this with the kind of offense and defensive team and players that he has, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is just his rookie year. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen year 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen when he gets further down that line. And to me, I mean, this young man, he's incredible. He definitely is. He got a long way to go, but he is incredible. What he has done with this team and where he's brought this team, it's amazing. It really is. And not only that, to put the icing on the cake, because it's playing right now, we got to put that icing on the cake. Your coach, he's played with the Patriots in his prime time. He has, as a player. Now to be the coach of the organization that you used to play for, that you also won a ring with, now to try to win another ring, but as the coach, it can't get no better than that. I mean, it can't get no better than that. It really, really can. When they put Vrabel for the head coach for the Patriots, oh, I like that decision. I like what they did with that because he was definitely going to get that team rolling and rolling and put them back in that dynasty league that everybody know them to be. They know the Patriots to be a dynasty team. We got to get back in that flow because he was with the Titans previously, but you see, the Titans did not have a good season at all. They had a very horrible season. Now he advanced the Patriots even more. Like I said, to be a former Patriot and that you won a ring with them prior to that, now you're the head coach of that team again, and now you're playing in the Super Bowl. How much more better can that be? It can't be no more. It can't be no more better. It definitely cannot be any better than that. You know, like I said, I didn't do my picks for the previous games and all of that because I don't know. You know, most of the games that were going on, I kind of already knew who was going to win, even though, I didn't do the picks or whatever, but I kind of already knew who was favored to win, unfortunately. And, I think he's doing good. But Bo Nix, when they played the Patriots, he did get injured. No, I'm sorry, when they played who was at the Bills, he injured his ankle. He did injure his ankle. So hopefully all of that is well. He's good. He's walking a little bit, probably moving the ankle bone around a little bit. Hopefully he is a little bit better. Had he not broke that, and they backup quarterback Stidham came in. If Bo would have broke his bones and he played that game against the Patriots, I guarantee you the Broncos would be in the Super Bowl right now. I guarantee you that. And then it will be another rematch of that game of the Broncos and the Seahawks back when Peyton Manning was playing. It was I can't remember the year. Well, I think it was 2010 or could have been maybe a little bit after that. But I do remember that Super Bowl where the Broncos and the Seahawks did play each other. I do remember that. And the Seahawks won. I do remember that because that's when Russell Wilson was still with the Seahawks. I do remember that. So, like I said, had Bo Nix not injured himself, they will be the ones in the Super Bowl about to play the Seahawks and not the Patriots. And not the Patriots. But that's not how it ended. The Patriots are already here. They're already trying to make their other mark. Seattle's trying to make their other mark. So, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Pick wise, I gotta break this down to you because it's like, you gotta be neutral. I gotta kind of be neutral with the pick. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm not gonna go left. I'm not gonna go right. I'm gonna stay right here in my lane neutral. I gotta break this down to you. Seattle Patriots, okay? Both of them are playing. San Francisco 49er fans, talk to me, talk to me. Listen closely. On one hand, you have a division rival that you do not like that is playing in your home. They put belt to ass to you that 41-6 game. Then they beat you prior in the regular season as well. You don't like them at all. You don't. And now you have a quarterback that, like I stated, he's been with previous many teams before. Now he has the chance and the opportunity to get a Super Bowl before your quarterback. Just listen closely to me. Listen and try to follow me. Now he has the opportunity to get a Super Bowl ring before your quarterback does. And if Brock didn't injure himself like that or whatever, listen, things would definitely be different. They definitely would be. And not just Brock, all of the other players on the team, from Fred to Nick to Jawan, all of them over there, all of them. Do you choose? Do you cheer for a divisional rival team that you don't care nothing about? But they are in this opportunity, give credit where it's due. Okay? Or let's go to the AFC side. The Patriots. Drake May, this is his rookie season as well, which he's going to get a ring before your quarterback. One of these quarterbacks is going to get a ring before our quarterback. 49er fans, y'all listen to specifically us because they're playing in our home, but everybody else can chime in. 49er fans, talk to me. Talk to your girl. Talk to your girl. You got Drake May, rookie season. He's soaring for the stars. He's been great this whole season. Patriots, they've been phenomenal. Now he has a chance to get a ring before Brock Purdy. Then you got the coach, Gabriel. He's a former Patriot player. He has a Super Bowl ring with them as well. Now he's going to try to get another Super Bowl ring with them. We have more Super Bowls than the Seattle Seahawks, just even over time. Over time. Right, but right now in the 20th century, we do need to catch up. But over time, we have more rings than the Rams, Seahawks, and Cardinals, if we want to be honest. We do. We do. But the Patriots, they are almost at that 7th ring. They're almost going for that 7th ring. Listen to me. Do you cheer for a divisional rival that is in your home, stinking up your home? All of their family members, which is just the fans, messing up your home. Do you cheer for a divisional rival that is still below you when it comes to trophies and winning Super Bowls? Or do you cheer for a team that has as many rings as you, but if they win, there will be more rings than you? It'll be one more ring than you, but still, they're surpassing you. That's a question to think about, y'all. I'm staying in my own lane, okay? That is a question to think about. Patriots and Seahawks, nonetheless, it is going to be a great Super Bowl to watch. I'm sure a lot of people are going to tune in. Bad Bunny, I know you're going to do your thing for halftime show. And hey, usually whoever's performing for the halftime show, they usually bring other artists out. So ain't no telling. He might bring out some people. Ain't no telling. But I'm sure he is going to rock it. So again, do you cheer for a divisional rival that you really just don't like, and even though they deserve to be in that position? Or do you cheer for an AFC team that you someone if you don't like, but you don't you like the Seahawks way worse. You don't like the Seahawks more versus the Patriots. But if the Patriots win, they'll surpass us when it comes to the Super Bowl. What y'all think? What y'all think? I'm pointing down here because y'all gonna comment in this comment section. Give me the feedback. Who y'all think is going to win the games? Seahawks, Patriots. What y'all think? What y'all think? If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. My name is Yvonne, but this is Vonnie with the Get Down podcast. Please make sure you like, share, and comment down below and turn your notification bell on. That way you can be notified every time I drop videos on this channel, okay? You guys stay prayed up and I will see you in the next video.